Good morning, everyone. Mike Chisek here for ChampCar, presented by RVA Graphics and Wraps. I hope you all got to rest, have some fun on your 4th of July yesterday. I worked. I seem to always be working. There's a lot to do to keep up with you guys and making this club run successfully. But that's okay. We're getting stuff ready for future events, and including next year as well. This was on the heels of a great time we had at Nelson Ledges. 47 guys started the race. Not nearly as many finished. Many found that a 24 is much more difficult than they thought. It is a true test of man and machine. But congratulations to our winner, Ghetto Motorsports, for completing the full 24 hours and winning that first attempt back at Nelson Ledges in many, many years. We look forward to joining Nelson Ledges again in the future, and hopefully a few more of you guys can slip in there. Remember, we only take 60 for that one, so there's not much room left after that. Anyway, I wanted to talk today about something we saw at Nelson Ledges, and when the staff got conferring about it, it was kind of shocking to us, and we realized, I don't know if anybody is taught this. So does anybody know what this is? Those of you who said a Hans or a head and neck restraint device, congratulations, you know what we're talking about here. As you know, we require this, as do almost all of the clubs that do any form of racing nowadays. It is a great invention that helps prevent head and neck injuries during a collision in a race car. And while you show up with them and you get them teched and gear check, and you put them on, what we're seeing is they're not on correctly. We talked to Ray Frank. He was working pit out along with Jackie at Nelson Ledges, and Ray told me that he himself counted 14 drivers over the 24-hour period that had the Hans installed incorrectly. And that doesn't include Jackie. Jackie said she counted a bunch of people as well, but she didn't have the number with her. So more than 14 drivers came down to pit out, ready to go on track, with an improperly installed Hans. That's shocking and unacceptable. It's like going out without a seatbelt on, or your window net's down. This is why we have pit out, to check these things. I know some of you guys get frustrated that you want to get out there and get racing. We're asking for things like your driver ban and whatnot, but we're checking to make sure that you're safely in the car and you're not going to get hurt. So it's a good thing that we're catching this. Now, what did we see? We saw drivers that had installed the Hans on top of their seatbelts, so it was loose. Does no good. Seatbelts are strapped down nice and tight, Hans attached to the helmet, but the Hans just flapping on top of their neck. Unbelievable. I guess worse yet is we saw Hans that were properly installed under the seatbelt, secured to the torso, and you've got the latches on your helmet, but the tethers were not tying the Hans to the helmet. So again, worthless. It's not doing any good at all. So were some of these drivers who forgot? I suppose it's a possibility, but with so many of the same mistakes, and we're a series full of rookie drivers that have not come from racing. They've come from playing Forza or watching it on TV, and this is the first experience they've ever had to go race on course. I have to believe that a lot of it is no one just told them. They opened a rule book and they bought what we said they had to have. You got to have window net and fire suppression system. You got to have a Hans device, and so they did all that, but nobody taught them how to use it. So this is the first statement we're making about it, that you guys need to buy it and you need to know how to use it. And for the veteran drivers out there that you bring on a new guy on your team, or you are the veteran to a group of other new drivers on the team, we've talked before about taking people under your wing and showing them the ropes on track and showing them what to do about how to build a car, but it's also the gear too. We know that pretty much all the drivers can't get themselves in a car. They climb in and someone else helps build them in. So you're the veteran on the team. You need to make sure that they've got their Hans installed properly. If you're the captain on a rookie team and you don't know either, learn this stuff and make sure to check that stuff off. We obviously are there at Pit Out as a final safety net, and we're making sure people get this stuff on properly so they can be safe on track, but it starts in the pits. And I guess even before that, having team meetings and making sure you understand what safety gear is required, why it's required. There is a difference between a /1 and a /5 suit, by the way. Why do we have a Hans? What does it do? Why do we want the newer ratings on helmets? All these things of this nature. Make sure everybody understands it. It's for your own good. How to use the stuff so that it becomes second nature. Get in the car and you're protected. So look for a little technical post about this in our next newsletter. We can show you some pictures and some instructions on the proper way to shop for, buy, and use a Hans device in your race car. Anyway, before I forget, guys, as you may see, I've got a shirt from our friends at 60 Degree Motorsports who were at Nelson Ledges last weekend. Thank you guys for the shirt. Started off strong, did well, and had a mechanical, ended up working all night in the dark trying to fix the car to get it back out there and take the checkered flag at Nelson Ledges. Really cool Chevy Beretta, the only Beretta that I'm aware of in the country racing ever. Guys do a nice job with it. It's fast. So thanks, guys, for that shirt. Again, as always, if you have a shirt you'd like to see me wear, I love free clothing. It saves me money. But anyway, guys, Brainerd is in about 10 days, and at the end of the month, we have our 24-hour race at Utah Motorsports Campus, along with our very hot event down at MSR Houston. So if you haven't gotten around to sign up for those, the time is ticking away quickly. You might as well get on it soon. Any questions about those events, send it to us, info@champcar.org, and we'll get you straightened out. Other than that, guys, enjoy the rest of your week. Stay cool, and we'll see you at the track. Thanks. Bye.